Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey Squeaky, did Nerdy Ben ever get back to us about the weather in England? Oh, you got a clip? Well, put it up then.
Don't know. Might rain. Back to you, nerd.
Hey, guess what? It's Fri-Yay. That's right, Fri-Yay. One of the best days of the week, if not the best, because it leads into the weekend. Means the work week is done, or at least well on its way to being done. How are y'all doing? Glad you're here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know you want to, because we're lots of fun here. Squeaky Chair was just telling me we're doing so good. He was looking at the analytics and he was like, man, that's right. So feel free to keep on coming back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And for the next little while, we'll also have videos on Thursday called Triple T, Taking Out the Trash, as we talk about She-Hulk. So, in the description down below, some links to some things we love and or enjoy. They don't pay us. We just love their products. Please check it out if you'd like. You might find something you like too, like good old Invader Coffee or Geek Grind Coffee. Who knows? They're both great, especially all of Nerdrotics Blends. He's the man when it comes to coffee. So, the weekend's upon us, and we're going to talk about some good stuff today. We're going to have a double feature. A Kurosawa double feature. In fact, let's start with the first one, shall we? Yojimbo. 1961, not rated, an hour and 50 minutes. Directed by Akira Kurosawa, written by Kurosawa as well. Kikushima, I don't know how to say it, the other name, also helped write. Of course, it stars Toshiro Mifune, and why wouldn't it? He's fantastic. So, once again, don't agree with Internet Movie Database's synopsis. Alright, look, this is a very simple movie. It sounds complicated, but it's simple. A wandering Ronin, haphazardly comes into a town that happens to be ran by two different warring factions. Okay? And he decides, hey, I can make some money off this. So he starts playing them against each other. Now, does the end result happen to be that the town is free? Yes, but that's not why he's doing it. Alright? Regardless, Toshiro Mifune does a fantastic job here. The sword work is always pristine and perfect. The characters are well thought out, well designed, and you might have heard of some westerns that were based on this. Yes, Clint Eastwood, the No Name series. There was a big issue where Sergio Leone basically copied this movie to make a western out of it without getting the rights to this movie. So he got sued, and it took years and years to get all that out of the way before the movie could come out here in America. The western, mind you. But it was some great movies with Clint Eastwood. I'm not going to go into those westerns because I love westerns and I love Clint Eastwood, but it has nothing to do with this movie. Excuse me. So the world building is quite simple, but goes into detail. You know the characters before the movie gets really deep into it, and before the story starts in earnest. You know the characters, you know the town, you know who the people are, and you get to follow the Ronin as he messes things up for the bad guys. this movie did so well that the studio was like, Akira Kurosawa, we need you to make a sequel. And so he did. The next year. Called Sanjuro. 1962, not rated, hour and 36 minutes. And same character as the last movie. Alright, Toshiro Mifune. And his character this time just happens to come across a group of samurai, young samurais, who are having to deal with a corrupt superintendent. And that superintendent happens to kidnap the uncle of one of the young men. And Sanjuro helps save the family, if you will. Save the superintendent and the rest of the family. This movie it's well done. I mean, it's Kurosawa, so it's not going to be bad for the most part. That being said, I don't like it as much as the first one. And that happens with sequels all the time, right? But this character, it's fun to follow this character. This character, and there's another movie. It's not a Kurosawa film, but there's another movie. If you're a fan of the Zatoichi, the Blind Masseur, or the Blind Swordsman series, there's a movie from that series where he meets Yojimbo. So I'm gonna have to get that one. It's not a part of this collection. In fact, let me do this. Let's do this. Okay. I do have from the Criterion collection this double box set, 52 and 53 in the Criterion collection, if that matters to you. It does not to me. But the supplementals for this series are worth the price of this set alone. Okay? It has a nice booklet in each movie. Alright? And it also has some great commentaries. So if you're interested in samurai movies, I would suggest getting this. The packaging is beautiful. Everything about it is fantastic. If I had one complaint, it's that it can be hard to see the subtitles in some scenes because they're white and it's a black and white background. That being said, it is probably one of my favorite sets from Criterion Collection. Stupid big desk. Ow. Anyway, listen. These movies are great. Kurosawa does what Kurosawa did. And he makes a well-rounded, crafted story using characters that he fleshes out and builds well. And there are stakes involved. And that was one of my problems with the sequel. In the first one, there are definite stakes. That's the way the story plays out. In the second one, it didn't really feel like the stakes were quite as prevalent. But I'm not saying it's bad. I love these movies. I just watched them both again last night. Back to back. And they're great. Anyone can sit down and watch these. Mifune does fantastic in both of them. His character, the walk, the way he walks. Oh, I miss this. I miss this kind of, I wish there were more actors today that cared enough of their craft to flesh out their characters the way Mifune did, and the way he made his character such a big presence on screen, and he was awesome. We don't have that today. We got, you know what we got, entertainment's jacked up today. Oh, goodness. But anyway, hey, look. You need to watch these. You can watch the first one on HBO Max, and for whatever reason, because HBO Max makes weird Decisions. They don't have the sequel, the second one on there. You'd have to find that elsewhere. You can buy it off Amazon, but I would surmise if you like samurai stuff, and if you're a fan of Kurosawa or Mifune, you should just buy this. It's not super expensive on Amazon. You can get the box set, and physical media is the way to go. Anywho, so there you have it. That's your Fri-Yay video. A double feature, man. You know it's going to be a good one on Fridays. So I hope y'all enjoy the end of your work week and a great weekend ahead. I hope you're doing great and have a great one. And we'll be back on Monday. So for Michael the microphone, Bob Squeaky Chair, and this silly fat nerd, we'll see you on Monday.